Hello, Vegan Mark here with another coronavirus special, number 3. Let's talk about the last several days since my last video. Things have changed somewhat, and conditions have changed regarding the lockdown due to the coronavirus pandemic. I've become a little bit more sober about the situation and not less able to deal with the situation. I feel that I'm doing quite well still, and I'm still very, very excited and optimistic about the current status quo. But yeah, there have been a few more restrictions of late. So, for example, the apartment building pool, and general lounge area has been closed off, so we can't enter there and have any enjoyment in the area. Can't use the swimming pool, can't use the gym or any of the common areas. So it's pretty much a case of staying in your room and walking the suburb, nearby places. But I will explain why there have been exceptions to me doing that, and I've actually explored extensively some of the places in Brisbane, despite the fact that there's a lockdown and there's travel restrictions and so on. The public transport is still going, still operating. I think they're operating on a reduced timetable, but I'm not entirely sure. I know that the free ferry that I took is operating on its normal timetable, so I don't know if anyone else is affected, any of the buses or any of the trains are affected in the same way. Um, yeah, I'm still pretty pumped about the situation. I think that coronavirus has taught a lot of people how to just settle down and maintain their good humor about things. And I think it's taught people a lot of things. And there's a viral video on Facebook that I shared called "Thank You Coronavirus," which you can search for on YouTube, which expresses so succinctly and beautifully how thankful everyone should be for what the virus has taught us and how it's affected us positively rather than negatively. Um, I've done a few things which have kind of impressed myself with that I didn't think I would do. Read a few more books, done a bit of artwork, which I'll show you. Um, I must say I'm not being as active as I'd like to be. When I do go out, sometimes I'm already very tired, and I suffer from what I think is called anhedonia. Is that how you pronounce it? From the word hedonistic, anhedonia. It means that you are unable to experience happiness in daily tasks. It's pretty much what I'm experiencing as a result of mental health authority invading my life. It's a habit that I acquired when I was in hospital, when there was nothing much to do, and I just got used to the idea that my life was pretty mundane and boring, and there was nothing that I could do to keep myself excited. So it's something that I suffer, and unfortunately, the article that I read about this concept suggested taking medications, and it's something that I definitely don't suggest people do for this condition. I recommend looking up this video which I watched called "The Real Causes of Depression" by Johann Hari, which is so far the best video I've watched on how to deal with depression in a very organic and very authentic way. His biggest quote in that video is, "It's not what is wrong with you, but what happened to you that matters." It's worth thinking about. So as you might be able to work out just looking at my hair, my hair's grown quite a bit. I haven't had a haircut since before the lockdown, and except for cutting the hair around my ears, I think it was earlier today, I just cut around here and I cut around here. just to make it feel more comfortable. So this is the first time I've given myself a haircut for a very many years, and it's exciting. Um, but my hair will continue to grow more uncomfortable and more thick and dense, and I will be having trouble cutting it myself. Well, when I do cut it myself, which is quite possible, instead of going to the barber, it will be a terrible, messy job, and I won't feel very happy about it. But I'll just have to put up with that. Um, a lot of the media, mainstream media on TV, for example, about the coronavirus, is very sensationalized, as I complained about in earlier videos. It's harrowing to watch people publicize the police threatening other people, and how far we've gone, and and all these false sentiments about the virus, which I think are really quite disappointing and quite unreal to me. Um, I've been using Instagram. I've been using Facebook a lot, YouTube. I don't play games, as everyone probably already knows who watches my channel at all. Don't really play games. Very rarely do I delve into VR or games or anything like that. Doesn't really interest me that much because it's not really an acquired skill. Whereas I think Facebook is more intellectual, and I think that YouTube, a lot of the videos are quite. Well, I must say some of the videos are quite calming and quite relaxing. The music is often quite good, and for example, today I enjoyed watching a video by showcasing Jack Ma and his entrepreneurial experience. I think Jack Ma is just wonderful to watch and listen to as a person, and I just think he's very, very insightful and very beautiful person. So I really enjoy learning more about the world through him. Although I must say that it's projected that I won't have a very prolific life in the future. My life will be pretty much the same as I grow older. I'll become a little bit richer and I'll be able to travel the world a little bit, but by and large, my state of existence will pretty much remain the same. I won't be very rich. I won't be very involved with friendships or relationships, or whether business type or intimate type relationships. My life will pretty much be the same as it was for a long time. And I don't have many ambitions anymore as I used to, although I might play a bit of music, I might do a bit of poetry, or do a bit of art. My life will be pretty low key, I reckon. Yeah. I'll just show you some of my art, which I did. It's not much, it's really, really small amounts of art. Um, this is a book that I got from the hospital when I was there. It's A5 size, just a notebook, which I haven't really used very much. I've got a few notebooks which are virtually empty, even though I've had them for a few years already. Because I don't write in my notebooks very much. I normally just type on a computer in my files. But you might be able to see a few of my things here. Not very good clarity on this computer. So I art. Bit of watercolor that I did in the hospital. A lot of these things remind me of sad times, because there were times when I was in hospital and I was very sad and obviously lonely and all that sort of thing. And I wrote a few poems here and there. And some of the stuff I write is quite happy, but myself as a person, I'm pretty sad. And I'll just jump to the part where I did yesterday. I had a book in previous years where I did a lot of icons, like for brand logos and stuff. And it's something that I really enjoy. Um, but it's pretty basic art. I mean, it's not like doing a portrait of somebody or something. It's something that I enjoy because my level of visual art, I'm not very good, and um, I just enjoy dabbling a little bit. And it's not huge. It's not huge pictures, it's just small pictures. When I do a huge picture, it's like something like this, which I did earlier in the wee hours today, which is not very good. It's a confused mess of a person, which I called an avatar. I tried to draw a picture of something that came out of my mind about just a picture, an image of an avatar, which I imagine would be a young teenage boy in a world in which he must come to terms with the world around him in a kind of quest, a bit like the Neverending Story or Australian Survivor, combined together in some kind of quest. I'm really interested in quests and finding salvation through an understanding of the world around us. Obviously, things like ecology, taking care of other sentient beings, being nice to people and other animals is so important, and it's something that I think it would be part of this world that I'm imagining. So I don't have very much else to show you. I think I'll end it there. But if I do have more news about the coronavirus and stuff, I'll let you know. I've been traveling um, to nearby suburbs, and I also took a ferry to South Bank where I had a Thai meal, a very small Thai meal. Um, just walked around South Bank. Places are very depopulated. It's just beautiful to just walk around and feel so much more space and no people bugging you and being too busy and shoving their bikes in your path and all this sort of thing. So I think the world has become more beautiful. It's become more at peace, and I'm just thankful for that. So thanks for watching.